Several hours before any action takes place, the director of photography and minicam operator work together, rigging the multitude of cameras necessary to ensure the jumps are captured in the most dynamic way.
Towards the people. I asked them where they were going to land.
Oh, okay.
And one said a bit further, one said a bit closer. So in the broken English I said, if you go this way, bad. If you go this way, good.
Fine.
To here, good. So they know they've got a 2.5 foot window.
Okay.
But the closest part, I would personally, if I jumped it, I'd jump. I wouldn't jump any closer to the
exactly.
the drop.
Exactly.
Just your trajectory wouldn't do it. So.
Fine. Good.
Il peut le faire en deux fois. Il me fait une première, il me fait que le haut. Voilà. Là,
Okay, at the moment we've got 3 cameras. Guys are going to come running off, jump, which is not too bad of a jump, but if they slip, it's about a 50-foot drop, so that's what makes it dangerous here. The idea is to have this little camera here, catching their nice landing, a nice bit of St. Paul's in the background. Another camera here, which will just get the splash and all the gravel going up. And then another shot over here, which will just give us a nice silhouette of them jumping through shot. So that's the plan. And then up above you, there'll be another camera looking straight down, give you some idea of the height the drop is over the edge. And we'll have a nice big camera doing the whole run all the way down the thing.
Tout à l'heure, je vais devoir mettre mon truc par-dessus, tu sais, les trucs chauds là.
Whilst the crew finish rigging, the free-runners warm up and examine every part of their route in minute detail, checking every landing point and handhold.
Because there was so much concentration involved in what the free-runners did, they needed to be kind of mentally uninterrupted before they did any of the jumps. So we had to put into place a system which meant that when they were physically warmed up and when they were about to mentally warm up, they would say, right, magic 10, and which meant that during the next 10 minutes we weren't allowed to disturb them.
I'm going to leave you alone. The only thing you'll hear from me now is the camera's rolling.
Okay.
When we stop talking. Good luck.
Cameras in place, safety measures checked, the free runners standing by. It's time for a take.
Okay, to get all cameras rolling. 2 minutes.
Ah ouais, putain. Ah ouais. Au bout d'un moment,
Few seconds for, what, 2-3 hours rigging or whatever it was. So that's filming for you though. Yeah, how do you do this?
Is that okay for you to get in a match up? Yeah. Perfect. That's where Mark and that's the length point up there.
There's a few locations that gave us types of jumps and types of action that we weren't going to find on top of landmarks. Red Jacket is a series of warehouses in Southwark. What it gave us was 2 giant jumps from building to building.
My thought is minicam on the takeoff. We see his foot go bang. I think they're going to have a ramp here. Some camera on the other side, probably a mini cam that collects the impact because it'll be a land and roll.
Round roll, yeah. We've got an arty shadowy one.
Yeah, if you can see, have a look over the edge here. See my shadow there, which would be something, you know, Mike's after that sort of stuff. I think a Digi and a PD there, Digi on wide, PD on close, but that might be cancelled out by our lovely jib arm, just going to track up the wall and find them in the jump. That's going to be really difficult because they decide when they want to go.
It's not a big, medium jump. Mais serious, very serious.
How many meters is it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like for him.
I think 430. 430.
4.5.
Ouais, 4.5. I think. Maybe 5. Not 6. I'm sure. Oh là là, oh là là, oh là là. Very good. C'est bon, Jérôme, viens voir. Viens voir maintenant avec les tapis.
Given the scale of the jump, the health and safety officer cannot afford to be as laid back as Sebastien and has to cater for all eventualities.
They can jump further than this. The maximum we've got here today is 4 meters, and they can do up to 5, even a little bit more, I think. But what we're doing in any case is putting all sorts of safety measures in place. Specifically, we're putting in place platforms, and on top of those platforms, we're putting in place special boxes that are used for stunt landings. And on top of those, we're putting safety mats, and that's going to build it all up to about 4 meters from the ground. So that will reduce the maximum distance they would actually fall in the unlikely event that they didn't make it to the far side of their jump. In terms of getting up onto the roof, we've got a hydraulic hoist to take people up onto it. Some roofs we may need to use ladder access, like over here, but that needs to be controlled. And if we're using ladders, it's somebody at the bottom and somebody at the top all of the time. Don't be tempted just to run up it, especially if you've got gear.
If you're a free runner and you're in France, or you're in England, or you're in wherever you are, and you want to go sort of, leaping off buildings, you can just do it. If you're making a documentary about people who do this, you're responsible for them. You're responsible for their actions because you're filming them. So if they do something and get hurt, then you're liable, responsible, and it's got to be safe.
I start here. It's for me.
What does it say?
It's just between me and God.
Oh la 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 la. Beautiful.
Good. Okay.
Thank you very much.
I'm coming with you.
Bye. Take care.
Bon, bah, bon week-end.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good weekend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bon voyage.
Amusez-vous bien.
Ouais, salut.
Ciao.
Bye bye.